How do you push through to create when you're exhausted and demotivated? If your channel stopped growing, what would you change or where would you look for inspiration? What does your workflow look like? Video ideas, scripts, batch shooting, editing. How do you balance making money with living a meaningful life? Have you ever thought about fully switching to a different camera system than Sony? So last time I recorded a video from this place where I actually sat down, recorded, was, I think, somewhere around 2019, 2020, where I didn't know how things were going to go with YouTube and all that stuff. We basically go to this place every single summer to just chill out and relax. That is something that I've been having a very hard time to do, mainly because of work. You know, YouTube is one of those things that requires a lot of energy and effort, and you think about it a lot. There's a lot of things that you dive into when it comes to YouTube analytics. And I think that whenever you want to, make something full time, you also dedicate your waking hours to make sure that that works. And that is what I'm trying to do with YouTube. I love doing this thing, and I will probably keep on doing it for as long as it's humanly possible, as I've said in a lot of my other videos, but it's one of the most fun things that I've ever done. And talking about that, I got a question from Pete Madison, who asked me, what's your work-life balance right now? How much time do you spend with your family, and how much time do you do fitness and workload, etc.? I'm gonna say that my work-to-life balance has never been good ever since I started YouTube. It's probably been one of the worst that I've ever had in my life, period. Whenever you're posting a video and it's 5 out of 10 or 10 out of 10, then you feel like you instantly got to jump on to the next video to make a better video than you previously did, so that you can get back up on that horse and keep on writing. But I'm trying to get back to it. I'm trying to make sure that I get back into the routine of doing fitness continuously throughout the week. It's very hard, even though I have a gym at home, but I'm doing my best. I'm spending more time with the family. I'm spending more time at home. I'm working less, which is also visible on the views that I get on my YouTube channel. And that in and by itself has been giving me a lot of anxiety lately. Not because there's any particular reason as to why it should, because I'm doing well financially, but it's also something that I've built up over the course of several years that is not going well. And that makes me anxious, I guess you can say. Asadilla. Hi, brother. Always love your videos. Brother Azali from Kenya, Mombasa, Africa. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. Robert Trash. Robert Trash, 9657. Any meetups planned in Gothenburg again? I remember you had one meetup a long time ago. Didn't get the chance to go. Unfortunately, I don't have anything planned as of right now, but we're going to have to see. I did have some plans for some sort of creative meetup that was going to be panning out this year. Now it's probably going to be at earliest next year. Carlos loves Mandy 248. The TRX was a perfect fit for you. Do you plan to get another pickup truck? Possibly a budget build. Honestly, I love the TRX. I would love to have one, unless the service costs and the gasoline costs and the taxes here in Sweden. I don't know if you understand, but the taxes alone on that truck would be over $4,000 a year here in Sweden. I mean, I had it as my daily driver when I borrowed it, and I think I had it for 3 months, and I spent approximately $3,500 to $4,000 alone on gas. Wild. But with that said, I'm looking at the Toyota Tundra. That'd be a nice one. Have you ever thought about fully switching to a different camera system than Sony? If so, which one and why? Of course, I'm looking around, but there's nothing on the market right now that I feel that I'm interested in that can do the things that I do better than the cameras that I already have. And I feel like sometimes you might be jumping ship to a different brand just because you want to get a little bit of extra motivation. But honestly, for me, no, I like Sony. I think they're great, and we'll probably not switch in the foreseeable future, at least. We're gonna have to see. A7S4, FX3 Mark II. You gotta live up to the hype, though. Dr. Sideways with a Z. Hey, Peter. Hope all is well. My question would be, if presented with opportunity, would you have started videos with hobbies you were passionate about earlier, or do you think it would have hurt your growth? If I wouldn't have started making videos, I probably wouldn't have jumped into 3D printing, because this was sort of like the springboard to that in a sense. And if I didn't start with video, I would never be able to launch my own product. So I think that if you have a hobby right now, just keep doing that. If you want to jump into video, perfect, that's awesome. But don't jump into video instead of doing your hobby, if that makes sense. Matthias Rijom. I have a few that I discuss in my upcoming podcast. Would love to have you as a guest. Might just happen, who knows? How do you balance making money with living a meaningful life? Well, I think it all comes down to what your definition of a meaningful life is. If you make $500 a month, but you're still living a life that you're satisfied with, is that a meaningful life? And do you make enough money? If you make $50,000 a month, but you're living an unhappy life, is that a meaningful life? You know, so, I mean, for me, a meaningful life is being able to have no stress. I've been living with stress for the last 6 years, I think. I was actually visiting the, medical the doctor. I'm having a little bit of a high blood pressure, mainly which I think is caused by stress. So I'm going to do an evaluation of that and see where that leads. But I hope that I can stress down, because I've been feeling a lot of stress for the last 5 years continuously. What is your ultimate goal for YouTube? I don't have an ultimate goal. My ultimate goal would probably be to do this for as long as I think it's fun and be able to live from this. What is your dream? Oh man, I have a lot of dreams, but one of them has actually been fulfilled. My house. Fredrik Otterstad. In terms of business, what is the one thing you do that moves the needle the most on the direction that you want to go? Being consistent. Might be one of the most boring answers, but I think that is it. Being consistent with the things that I believe in. In this YouTube channel, for example, I believe in this. I love this, as I've said. So being consistent with this is a good sign, because I know that I'm moving in the direction where I want to be. One of the goals that I have in terms of my business is to be financially set at the time where I turn 40. So I got like 5 years to go. Preston Irvina, what does your workflow look like? Video ideas, scripts, batch shooting, editing. Well, I never batch shoot, never shoot multiple videos at the same time. I always try to write down bullet points, nothing more. The more you script, the better you're going to get at reading from a script. The more you do bullet points, the better you're going to get at actually, shooting from the hip, talking about things that you enjoy. So whenever I make my videos recording in the studio or in my garage, I basically almost never have a script. It's just bullet points, because it makes the videos more alive, in my opinion at least. Albert Jan Koot. I would like to know more about sound design, and do you sell prime caps? I don't sell prime caps, but I would love to. Sound design, there's multiple different videos for you on the channel that I've done a couple of years ago that is going to cover everything that you might want to know. Introvert amateur. How has your YouTube approach changed until today? Journey from blowing up with B-roll videos, reviewing gear, meeting other YouTubers such as Peter McKinnon, until today. Wow. First off, I never in my entire life thought that I would be able to do this full time. I started YouTube mainly because I wanted to have, become better at making videos. And I was watching Peter and all those guys creating those videos. And I really hoped that, sometime in the future, I'm going to be as good as them, but I never thought that I would be living the same life, but having the same job as them. So it's surreal. It's kind of hard to summarize everything in a short and easy answer. John Aspired, might be. Do you have any plans to create courses in the future that is not Final Cut Pro? I do. Will you be coming out with any more Motion VFX plugins for Final Cut Pro? We're going to have to ask Motion VFX. I would love to. I got some ideas. Jamie Jones. Any tips or hacks on getting started, not worrying about perfection, looking for some actionable, not just a just do it sort of thing find myself having ideas but not executing, getting caught up in the details. I'm going to say one of the biggest things that has been holding me down lately is not executing. It's thinking about the things that I want to make. It's thinking about how I'm going to shoot stuff. It's thinking about what kind of gear that I'm going to use. Whenever I was at my peak when it comes to making videos, I'm going to say around 2022, when I made like different vlogs, I made videos for my main channel, the things that I did the most was just shooting. And I know it might sound like one of the most boring answers, but just go out and shoot. Like, just pick up the camera, go out and shoot what you want to shoot, get back in the edit, see what is missing, go out and shoot that. That's how I work whenever I make a video. Sid's Dracon. How do you push through to create when you're exhausted and demotivated? I think it's very important to find your why. Like, why are you doing it? Is there anyone telling you that you need to do it? In that case, do you have a delivery date where you need to deliver something? Then you probably should do it. Is it something that you're just doing for fun? In that case, just do it for fun. Don't do it because you need to do something, because there's no one telling you that you need to do something. I think that when I'm demotivated, one of the best things that I can do is just start talking to the camera. Like right now, I've been here for a little bit more than a week, and I've been super unmotivated to pick up the camera and talk. But right now, when I'm doing this, like when I'm actually recording this video, talking to you, I feel incredibly motivated to keep doing this for as long as I can. What niches makes the most money with least saturation for now? I have absolutely no idea. I'm the wrong person, dude. Ayonut Balai. What does your workflow look like from the very start till the very beginning? I'm going to break it down very simple for you. Start is going to be like idea, execution, finalizing the process. That's it. I just try to make the videos that I get ideas for as soon as I get the idea. F-Uper. What is your dream car? Ooh, I'm going to have to go with the TRX or something like that. I love those cars. I mean, a Lamborghini would be cool, but nah, I'm more of a pickup truck dude. Sean Helms Media. If your channel stopped growing, what would you change, or where would you look for inspiration? I do think my channel has stopped growing at least as exponential as it was previously or a couple of years ago, but I mean, I always try to look for myself. What is it that I enjoy? What is it that I want to do? What is it that I want to share? And then see what other YouTubers do. I mean, like, one of the best things that I know when it comes to this job is to meet so many different talented people that is out there. I mean, like, being able to share the ideas and share the different thoughts that we have just makes for the videos to become so much more better than what I could do alone. You know? Attila Baggy Productions. Do you ever rig out your cameras? I did once, and I never used it. I am a running gun shooter. I wanna have things as simple as possible. SG666 Try. Hi Peter, what is your long-term goal for your business, and how do you plan on expanding it? Respect for all your work and inspiration. Hey, hope everything is well with you. I'm gonna say that my long-term goal is to have YouTube as the secondary or third income of my business, and more so have it for fun. And then I'm going to have physical products as my main thing for my business. One of the things that I'm looking into to be able to expand is, of course, the Prime Gear brand and make that into something bigger. I want to make hoodies and that kind of stuff. Fun fact, though, now that we're talking about hoodies, this hoodie that I got here, this is actually my first brand that I created way back in 2012. And this is one of the first hoodies that I made way back in 2012. Still got it, still rocking it, and I still love it. Big piece of history right there. All right. Starting to get pain in my butt. Ooh, it's a sharp edge here. Huh? I wonder if we can sit like this, be a little bit cool for. I don't know how cool this looks, but it feels like I'm, oh shit. Oh, it was a rock. I thought it was my phone, but I'm holding my phone. How does this look? I don't feel like I'm looking cool right now, and I'm like slouching back. Let's see. What about now? Huh? This? Oh yeah? Might just roll with it. No, I'm just going to go down here. I'm going to stand Can we stand? Can I do this? You know, I gotta do the Captain Morgan stance, or I don't know if this is Captain Morgan. This is more of a dad stance, right? Standing like this. Take it easy. Don't run too fast. You're gonna slip. Oh, got my eyes on you, boy. What advice on growing a YouTube channel do you have in 2024? I'm gonna say niche down, but don't do what everyone else is doing. It's gonna be hard to be the trend setter. Try to be one of the trend creators instead. I know it might sound super weird, but honestly, when it comes to growing a channel in 2024, what I feel is the most, sought for here on YouTube is authenticity. And that is what people, I can't stand like this. Jesus Christ. And that is what people, now we're back to like, hey, my name is Peter. I'm authentic as hell. So I'm gonna say authenticity. What is even going on here? I'm gonna sit like this for a while. I'm probably gonna be like in the middle of the next question. I'm gonna be like, holy shit, it's too hard. It's rocks. Duh, Peter. Hi, Peter. I wonder how would you pick a budget lighting setup for a studio and small production? I think you should head over to my previous video on the channel and check that out. It's sort of like the simple solution setup that I got in my garage. Leo Hwang. Do you think it's essential to niche down? I want to discuss tech as a whole with anything I'm interested in, but wondering if I should go even more niche and pick photography and videography. I mean, it all depends on what you enjoy talking about. Are you trying to make YouTube your full-time thing? Are you trying to make YouTube your job? Because if you are, then yeah, absolutely niche down, but it's going to be very hard to break out from that mold once you have created it, if that makes sense. I think that one of the best things that you can do is to take the things that you're interested in. For example, the things that I do here on this channel is like tech, cameras, drones as well. And then whenever I make a video, I always try to think, how would I be able to make this video fun for someone that has absolutely zero interest in this? That is the way that I try to work right now. It's Captain Allen. Do you remember the B-roll videos? They are the ones that brought me to the channel. Will you be doing any more of those in the future? Come on, this has to be like the 111th time where I actually answered this question. It was a great run. We had a great era of B-rolls and super fun to make those kind of videos. But if you watch those videos like one by one after each other, you're going to see that they all kind of look the same. It was the same kind of techniques used, same kind of shots, same kind of slow-mo, same kind of speed ramps. When you start doing that at like several different times and making those videos, then it doesn't become fun anymore because there's no challenge in it. There's nothing that makes you strive for better because you know that that is what was the thing. I feel like now I've been doing more cinematic stuff. I've been doing a lot of different music videos, which has been super fun. They're way more cinematic. They are like real actual music videos. Millions of views over on Dead by April's channel. But the fun thing is that there's not a lot of people watching the behind the scenes of those kind of videos whenever I post them. And same thing goes for B-roll. I mean, like the era of B-roll has passed. I have seen the same trend being applied on the car scene, and my friend Oscar has been taking that same trend and revamped it into something new. And I love seeing that. I think that that is super cool, but that's not where I'm at right now. So no, the B-rolls are not coming back. There will be something in the future. I don't know what, because I can't tell you something that I haven't done yet. The Newbie Technician. Since the Tri-Charge was a success, do you have any other products in mind to create? I do. AKA Bull. Can't really think of anything other than, when is your next visit to the US? Man, I would love to go. There's so many people that I would like to meet, and something I would really love to do, just rent a biggest freaking pickup truck like a Raptor TRX and drive out in Utah and just, power through some dirt. That'd be so sick. Real Matt JC. YouTube in general feels like a different place to me as of late, like an old favorite movie that you would watch all the time, but lately it sits in the DVD rack. Do you feel the same? I'm gonna say both yes and no. I feel like a lot of the things that I enjoyed with YouTube 4 years ago is not really there today. And one of the things was that it felt more natural and felt more engaging back then, because there were more people making vlogs, there were more people just documenting, having fun. Now it's more so about, promoting the latest and greatest product, making the best camera review, and all those different things. I feel like I want to step things back, have a little bit more authenticity, as we talked about. Oh, let me tell you, I went to the camera, recorded the entire Q&A, and then I saw it. The CVE-1 had died because of the heat. Come on, there we go. So we're going to try to finish this up. Rapid boost, starting right now. Are you going to do any traveling like to Canada? Probably, hopefully soon. If you can make any genre of content non-camera related today and maintain the subs and views that you currently get, what would it be? I'm going to say lifestyle vlogs. My name is Bag Grills, and today we are going to survive on the island of the Swedish west coast in the archipelago with seagulls are trying to capture our food. I got with me a seagull repellent. Do you have any plans on visiting Malaysia? Probably not. When did you decide to take the leap and go full-time YouTube? I'm going to say it was in the beginning of 2020 that I actually decided to do that. Time for survival. I'm working around in slippers. I'm probably going to slip, fall, hit my head, or break the lens or something. Okay, I'm going to finish up with one last question. Have you ever thought about leaving Sweden and moving somewhere else? Honestly, not really. How could you move away from something like this? Well, if you exclude the 6 months of the year where it just sucks. But yeah, no. I'm happy with Sweden. I'm probably gonna stay.